Hi guys, and welcome to my channel, Changing Phases Tarot. So happy to have you here with me today. Now today's reading will be the mid-monthly reading for the month of November 2018. For the mid-monthly, I do 2 3-card spreads. Okay, so one is focusing on the area of career and finance. For that, I use the Gilded Tarot deck by Sierra Marchetti, and I also pull an additional oracle card from the Life Purpose Oracle card deck by Doreen. The other spread is focusing on love, relationships, and I use the Wheel of the Year Tarot deck by Los Garbeo, and I also pull an additional oracle card from the Romance Angels deck by Doreen. If I need to clarify anything, I have my Zillich Tarot deck to clarify. But, do remember, like I usually say, these are general readings, so the messages may or may not resonate with you. The only way to get a truly personalized reading would be to order a private reading from me. If you're interested in doing that, all of the information can be found in the description box below this video. I also encourage you to watch not just your sun sign video, but also your moon and rising sign, right? Some months, the messages in one video might not resonate as well. Maybe they will, in the other, or by listening to all 3 of them together, you get a more complete overview of what's coming up for you at this midpoint in the month. All right, I will stop for now, and I will see each of the signs in 1 second for the reading. Hi Pisces, hope you're doing well. I'm here to get into your mid-monthly reading. So we'll start off with the career and finance portion of the reading. You have in the past position 8 of Pentacles, followed by the Ace of Swords. And the outbound energy for the month, the Queen of Cups. From the bottom of the deck, the overall energy for the last 2 weeks of the month, you have the Hierophant. And the card that came out from the Life Purpose Oracle card deck is Support. It says your life purpose fully supports you. And it's interesting because a lot of the signs this month, they've been having kind of repeating cards, the same card appearing in both the relationship part of the reading and the finance. Your reading, it's interesting because you have 2 different suits, but 2 number 8s in the past position. You have the Ace of Swords appearing in both readings in the exact same position. And you also have the Hierophant as the overall energy for both readings. So those are some repeating cards and, definitely very strong energies around you this month. So let's start off with the Hierophant as the overall energy. And the Hierophant, it can speak of you, you seeking counsel. This can be, religious, like a spiritual counselor. So if you do go to, any type of, or if you are part of an organized religion, this is you seeking guidance, seeking counsel from the spiritual leader there. This can also just be, another form of counsel. So going to a counselor, a psychologist, psychiatrist. This could even be, more to do with, we are looking at career, finances. This could be seeking out like legal advice. It could be, seeking out, if you're going to, if you're currently at university, going to the counselor, but it's seeking out the knowledge of, this person who usually, the Hierophant really does represent, well, he stands for all of the, the kind of tried and true ways of doing things, right? If we think about the large institutions, such as religious institutions, such as the government, courts, the court system, like the, dealing with the, tax, like dealing with the government, the tax system, dealing with educational, so large educational institutions, they all follow, they have the norms, they have ceremonies and rituals and, lots of rules and way of doing things. So oftentimes with the Hierophant, it can speak of needing to follow, play by the book, do things according to, the rules. Don't try to cut any corners. I'm not saying you would, but, if this is at work, or, if there is a set way of doing something, don't try to cut any corners. Do cross all the T's, dot all the I's, check everything, do things, as you are supposed to do them. The Hierophant is also somebody who, as somebody who can offer you guidance, is somebody who has great knowledge, right? And really sort of represents, as a major arcana, represents this overall, like this knowledge shared by humankind, and, imparting of this knowledge. The Hierophant also holds, the keys to higher knowledge. So, if there are deeper questions, you seeking out sort of deeper questions about, your own life and spirituality and, the universe, is that type of, it's a very profound energy as well with the Hierophant. So, we'll see. I'll kind of go through the reading, then go back to tie the Hierophant in as the overall energy. But you have the Eight of Pentacles in the past position, and this, oftentimes it's referred to as the Apprentice card. You can see that the person here is, working very hard. It's interesting. You see there's like the spider web and the spider, and just working very diligently, and perfecting his craft. That is what the Eight of Pentacles is all about. It's about, doing your job, doing it very well, working hard, putting in the effort. Sometimes it can have to do with, like perfecting your craft. So possibly, taking some training courses, doing some on-the-job training, going back to school, right, to learn more about what it is that you do. But it's it's a very industrious card. It's a card of, it's very solid energy, right? Pentacles is earth energy, and so it has to do with the work that we do. It has to do with the money that we earn, our resources. It's sort of everything, all of the financial stability and the tangible things here in the material realm. And this, as a number 8, if we think about 8 in the major arcana, which is the strength card, the strength is about having that inner strength and determination to really stick with whatever it is, to see it through, in order to achieve something greater, in order to, move up from the 8 of Pentacles to the 9, which is the independent, the self-sufficiency card, to the 10 of Pentacles, which is, the ultimate in financial stability, right? It's a lot of wealth and resources accrued over time. So it's, does sit in the past. So you could have been putting in a lot of time and effort and really working on, whatever this is that you do, the job that you do, working hard at improving your craft, by taking the courses, or, studying, but in preparation for, something better, for a better future, for what lies ahead. It's followed by, this brand new beginning. Aces in the Tarot are, they're new beginnings, right? They're sort of the universe extending out this blessing, this brand new opportunity. And with the suit of swords, it's the suit of the mind. And so we associate it with, our intellect. It's where we come up with our ideas. It's also how we communicate those ideas to other people, how we get them across, right? With the Ace of Swords, this can be, a new way of thinking. This can be a brand new opportunity. This can be, a brand new idea, like kind of an epiphany, an aha moment. Like all of a sudden, you come up with that new idea, or that, the idea that's going to move you forward. That, it's a positive card, and it's about you really using your mind to your, for the best, and you using it to, again, to move you forward. You have, as the outbound energy, the Queen of Cups, which, when we have court cards in a reading, they can be people coming in, playing a significant role in our life at this time. If so, this would typically be more of an older water sign individual, male or female, even though she appears as the queen here. It's not gender specific in the general readings, but water signs, so Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. They can all, with the court cards, they can also just be energy surrounding us, or it could be you taking on this energy. And, you are obviously a water sign, Pisces, so this could be you as you head out of the month, just very much in your element, right? And the Queen of Cups, or the Suit of Cups, deals with our emotions, our feelings, its psychic abilities, right? Intuition. And the Queen of Cups, which is interesting because I was just going to say, that after the High Priestess, the Queen of Cups is kind of the most intuitive of the queens. And then I look down and you have the High Priestess. So, lots of kind of back and forth messages here, but she is also an intuitive, a very intuitive type of character. So you could be, using your intuition might be, very heightened around this time. You might be getting sort of messages, those hunches about things, which, tied or combined with this brand new, this blessing, this new opportunity, this new way of thinking. I think that's what is going to, allow you to move on to whatever the next thing is for you, right? That, and again, going back to the Hierophant, there could be this need to do things, follow the rules, do things by the book. There's a need to have this traditional way of doing things with the Hierophant coming out. So, and he is, he's somebody who, he's very loyal. He can also forgive you, right, as this spiritual figure. I mean, he does offer sort of clemency, forgiveness, but he's also, he's very good at listening. So you might have an idea with this Ace of Swords in the center of the reading. You might have an idea that you would like to kind of maybe, bounce off of this person and say, well, what do you think about this? So there might be somebody possibly, again, going back to the Queen here, I'm looking at other signs. When we have earth energy, we have air energy, we have water energy. So we don't have wands here in this first part of the reading, but and if we think about the Hierophant is associated with or linked with the sign of Taurus. So earth energy, yeah, so there could be a Taurus, there could be, again, going back to the water sign here, but he is very much, about the traditions, right? The traditions and the knowledge that you need to really function in society. Could also be this education, so there's something to do with studying with the Hierophant and the Eight of Pentacles here, instruction, inspiration, education, right? So there's something coming in that you could definitely be focusing on that, and that could, help you bring in, or, when this new opportunity comes in, it's like you'll have this, or you already have the knowledge and you have what it is that you need to have this new beginning, which is, the support card that came out. I feel that, that you have all of this kind of, already going on. So when this new opportunity comes in, it is going to be beneficial. It is going to be positive for you. Let's take a look at the support card. I like to read the full meaning for the oracle cards. And this one says, you have drawn this card as a sign that you are fully supported as long as you fully commit to your life purpose. Hold positive intentions and follow your divine guidance. That's right there, right? That I was talking about with the intuition. You may feel insecure about making a career transition. Perhaps you feel stuck in a job that offers you financial security with few other rewards. Maybe you have outgrown a profession that once fascinated you. Or you could be wondering how to build a financial foundation for your spiritually based business. The angels ask that you lean upon them as trustworthy business partners who illuminate and support your path. Your role is to continually talk with them, silently is fine, about your hopes, dreams, expectations, insecurities, and other issues. Tell them everything, then listen to their answers, which come to you as strong and recurring feelings, ideas, and signs. If you're unsure whether this guidance is accurate, request additional signs and clarification. Like the world's best co-workers, the angels only have your happiness, peace of mind, and interests at heart. So yeah, you're supported. Whatever this is that you're working towards and you've been preparing and you've been putting in the hard effort here, you are supported. So again, pay attention to your hunches as you move forward, but do so knowing that that you are being guided, you are being supported in this. Okay. All right, let's move on to your relationships. Now you have in the past position the 8 of Cups, followed by the Ace of Swords in the same position as in the first reading. Different deck, same position, same card. And the outbound energy, we have Major Arcana number 2, the Empress. And again, overall energy is the Hierophant. So, different deck, same card, same position. And you have healing family issues from the Romance Angels deck. It says your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. So, beginning with the 8 of Chalices here. I was talking about Cups up here with the Queen of Cups. So, 8 of Chalices is 8 of Cups. And, again, deals with emotions, feelings, relationships, and also how our emotions affect our behavior and relationships and sort of push us through life. You can see that, and it's interesting because usually in the traditional tarot, the 8 of Cups, it's usually depicted by like a person turning their back on something, so on a situation, a relationship, on the 8 cups that have spilled out, that no longer fulfill them, and they move on. It's interesting because in this deck we see there's a woman, right, and somebody is walking away from her. So for some of you, and this does sit in the past, and again, past could be last week, it could be last month, could be last year. Time is very fluid, especially in these general readings, but we do have this walking away in the past. And the 8 of Chalices or 8 of Cups is one of the 2 transition cards in the tarot, right? We have the 6 of Swords and the 8 of Cups. Both of them represent transitioning out of one situation into another, right? And presumably like leaving behind, in this case, a situation, a relationship, just something that no longer made you happy, no longer fulfilled you emotionally, and then heading off, in search of something that supposedly, or at least you hope, will bring you more happiness, will be more in line with what you, want for yourself, for your life. So it's interesting that, she does have this person walking away from her. So for some of you, there could have been a walking away of somebody, right, in the past. It could have been a previous relationship. They might have walked out. They might have left you. They might have gone away, because of a job. They might have gone off. I'm getting, for some of you, this person could have even been like in the armed forces, in the military, and they've gone away. They've left you, right, to go and serve. But there's a change, right? It's a sort of unwilling departure by this person. The woman is sad, this person is leaving for an unknown place. And then there's a sense of sadness. There's a sense of loss. And I'm getting, for some of you, if this was somebody who went away for work, who was stationed elsewhere, this could have been, a walking away by that person. But, there could be now, a coming back, and things are beginning again, because we have this new beginning sitting at the center of the reading with the Ace of Swords. So it's interesting. I don't usually get that. Usually the 8 of Cups, to me, it's leaving behind, for example, we're looking at relationships, leaving behind a relationship that, doesn't serve you anymore. And even though there's sadness and you don't quite know what is going to lie ahead, that it's a necessary change. And so you're in the process of transitioning, moving on, right? For this one, I feel that there could be, this coming back with the Ace of Swords. And, like I was saying with the Ace of Swords up here, in this particular deck, it's called the Breath of Winter. And we are here in the Northern Hemisphere. We're going into the season of winter. So, and it has to do with, again, clear thoughts, the clear mind, new beginnings, clarifications. For some of you, that could be, this clarification. It's like an epiphany, an aha moment. That could be, you could be, finding out, especially with the High Priestess coming after it. That could be news, right? Something coming to light that about this leave. Maybe you find out why the person left. If this person left and it wasn't very clear why they left, you could be finding that out here, especially with the High Priestess, because she is, again, she's somebody, similar to the Hierophant in the sense that both of them have to do with knowledge. The High Priestess is a very powerful energy because she has the knowledge of the unknown, right? Of the occult sciences, of secrets and mysteries that are hidden to us. And, but she can instruct us and can guide us to find out, right, to uncover these mysteries by using our intuition, by paying attention to the signs, synchronicities, messages coming in, especially at nighttime, right? She's associated with the moon, so especially with dreams, right? Messages coming through in our dreams. And, for some of you, if this person has been at a distance, there might have been dreams, you might have been sort of exchanging these messages, or having this connection with this person at night, or now you're finding things out. And maybe, what's coming to light, it could also be attached to, you using your intuition, you using your psychic abilities, right? Being open to receiving these messages. And then again, we have this Hierophant, and, he, in this particular deck, he's called the Man of Sound Counsel. So I was talking a lot over here with the Hierophant about, a counselor, somebody giving you, good counsel, good advice. And he is that type of figure, right? He is a spiritual figure, can also have to do with, and this could be a lot with, I was just going back to what I was saying about the large institutions such as, the government. So there could be something to do with, for some of you, I know this won't resonate obviously with everybody, but for some of you, that could be something to do with the military, and then you're finding out something. There could have been, maybe the person that you were with, they had to go away. There might have been a situation where, things were a little unclear, and now it's like it's coming to light, right? The Hierophant can also speak of marriage. He's as a religious figure. We can go to the Hierophant in order to get married. So there could be, for a few of you, there could, there could be something, if it's not you yourself, somebody around you might be looking to get married or getting married at this time. But it's an interesting spread. Let me take a look at your angels, your romance angels card, and healing family issues. Let's have a look at this. It says, the answers to your prayers about your love life are based in your feelings about your mother and father. The romance angels see that you would benefit from releasing old anger toward one or both of them. That's because your feelings about your parents influence your choice of a romantic partner and the way in which you deal with relationships. You can ask the angels to help you put forgiveness into action. To forgive someone doesn't mean that you're endorsing his or her behavior. The angels will tell you, rather, that doing so is a form of deep emotional detoxification. It means I'm no longer willing to carry toxic energy within my mind and my body. When you find inner peace with your parents, you will no longer need to attract unhealthy relationships and partners as a way of healing family emotional wounds. All of your relationships, especially the one you have with yourself, will benefit. That's interesting. So, again, won't resonate for everybody, but for some of you, there could be healing that has to take place here. And it's just, going back to this Eight of Chalices, there could have been a situation where this is a man walking away. For some of you, this could have been your father or a father figure walking away in the past. Again, I'm trying to see here signs. We have, again, the Taurus would be linked with the Hierophant card. High Priestess is, again, associated with the moon, linked with the moon. Swords would be air energy here. Chalices, water energy again. Yeah, interesting messages. I mean, I think there could be things coming to light. We do have the reference to the moon here, the moon here. So there could be something, maybe finding something around the time of the full moon. The full moon this month, let me look. I believe it happens, I'm trying to see here, on the 23rd of the month is our full moon. So closer to the end of the month, there might be, you might have this epiphany, this aha moment, right? Things might come to light. And there's a definite need to tap into this hidden knowledge, this, harnessing the knowledge of the hidden realms with this power of the High Priestess here. And then, transitioning into some, a more like a clear situation, one that's one that's clearer for you, right? That you maybe it's easier for you to understand, whatever it is that this new relationship is. Very interesting. I think out of all the readings I've done so far, yours is probably the most interesting that I've done. So I do hope that the messages have helped you. I thank you for joining me today. I look forward to reading for you again. And just know that I'm sending you much peace, love, and light for a wonderful rest of the month. Bye for now.